guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to unbox a really big box from a new brand that I've met on the internet. So it's called the Kitcentric, sorry, it's a big box. Ugh. So this is the Kitcentric, and it's not a subscription box. It's a box that has like a hobby in it. So either if you're a newbie and you want to learn something new, or if you, well, need, like in my case, and I'm going to show you what will it be and what will it help me with, but I'm going to show you on the unboxing because I actually don't know what's inside. My box is actually called the Deluxe Author Box. So some of you know that I write books, and even if you write like 100 books, you always need to pair up with the language and some things that are turning on terms of vocabulary, grammarly, how to write a book properly, how to follow up like a storyline, because sometimes when you're writing, and this happens a lot, not only for me, but I know from other fellow writers, you have like blockages on your imagination, and you have blockages, and some days are harder to work than others because normally we work from home, and either we go with the flow and what's going on and what are the themes that are doing best right now, because the world is constantly changing in the book world. This author kit will bring, I think that it will give me a lot of highlights on what can I do to ameliorate my type of writing, and some lights on what's going on, and probably some gadgets to work with. So it's always nice to keep up and try to do your best, and there's no way I could pass on with a blockage if I don't grab and go outside or search on the internet for what's going on. So it is normal to have a blockage, and that blockage would eventually go away if you try and do, or even if you just rest for a bit. But in my case, I don't need to rest for a bit. I need to work and work because I'm freelance, so I need to do best and do it, and I can't stop. So let's unbox this box and come with me. So here we have our box, and let's just open up with my faithful scissors. Oops. So here we have it, the Writer's Toolkit. Kitcentric. Wow. So I'm hearing one good name that I love. Stephen King on writing, a memoir of the craft, part biography, part collection of tips from the aspiring writer. Which Stephen King shall I read? If you enjoyed Misery, which is a story of a writer that's obliged to write for a lady, or The Shining, which is one of my favorites, or any other of the Stephen King's best-selling, like It, that's now everyone is talking about it. You have Danse Macabre, They Don't Miss on Writing, a memoir of the craft. So it's about this book. It's my next book reading. Okay, so we have one book. We have here another book. Each one of the items is like really well put on. Penguin Books, Why I Write, A Political Language, is designed to make lies sound truthfully and murder respectable. great ideas. So it's like a little essays about things that can give you actually, well, give you an idea for your next book. So some essays about political and history and things that have changed the world. English Revolution, the hanging, politics and the English languages. So just to give you like some ideas on what to write. Second book, and here we have something that we need at every home. I'm sorry, but the internet is not. So good old dictionary, thesaurus from Oxford in paperback, like in normal paper, which I'm going to share with my son and tell him this is paper dictionaries, so use it. I have used dozens of these. It's always good to have at home, like not a PDF, not an ebook, a good paperback. So it's this is the third book, and here, what's this? Oh, well, good writer needs good things to share. Oh, that's nice. So this is a pen, and this is a pencil, and you have this little thingy to put your new pen and pencil. Actually very nice. I'm always like with those pens that we grab from somewhere. Someone lent it to you, you never know who was it. Here we have, because we're in the 21st century, and even though I like paperback books, I do have ebooks, and I do write in the computer, of course. So 16 gigabytes in Kingston, USB pen. This is really good. This is a good brand. Always nice to travel with you. Your books can be here, and you can be famous to take it to the publisher. Here we have 3 moleskins. So it's 3 moleskins. Shall we open them? Or should we? Well, I'm going to use it. I don't know about you guys that write, or if you're trying to become a writer, but I do write my books on the computer, of course, on my laptop. But whenever I go outside, I have always like some little, well, I have paper in my bag, or if I'm at home and I have like a brilliant idea in the middle of the night, I have my own moleskin journal, or any type of journal. It doesn't need to be moleskin, but I just write like everything, like the plot that I'm writing in, and all the characters. I write them on the book because it's easier for me. Like this page is from character. I'm going to write where she came, what did she do, and why she was murdered, or so it's easier for me to put like all the connections from the characters to the plots in a journal than on the computer. Well, that's my tip, and that is how I work because I'm old school. And then I pass all the things to the computer. So what I write on the computer is like not the final, because you need to proofread it and you need to change, and you will change your plot thousands of times. But this will be like your main thing of ideas, so it's always nice to have this. Next, here I use this a lot. Good old post-its, several colors, And there are times that I use so many post-its that I should be like a police detective. I don't use like tiny pieces of fabric to put all the characters together because I use the moleskin, but I do use post-its. Like I'm writing and then suddenly I think, oh, but by that chapter can I use this to put that character? And I will write down on the post-it and put it on my table or on my window or whatever I'm ready there. Then I will pick up the post-it and pass it on to the moleskin. And this I searched online about it, the writer's toolboy. So this is creative games. This is actually really, really nice. I think I'm missing here light. Okay. So get your story ideas onto paper, get from the first line to the last, develop characters and plot, say goodbye to writer's block. Well, it rhymes. This is actually really, really interesting. It's like a game for writers. And then, well, I can read it because they really show what it is. You're ready to write, the only problem is where to start. Sometimes it's like that, or you start and don't finish. From getting past that difficult opening line to rounding out characters, the writer's toolbox will guide you through any creative obstacle and put you on the path to developing original stories from beginning to end, which is kind of good. Developed by long-time writing teacher Jamie Catcallan, this book is filled with exercises that focus on a right brain approach to the writing process, allowing you to be creative while staying productive. Inside, you'll get inspired and learn to get your story off the ground with the first sentence, because the first sentence won't sell a book. Develop unexpected plot twists with the non sequitur, which I don't know what it is. Add flash and drama to stories with the last straw. Enrich your writing with imaginative sensory description using the deck of the Sixth Sense cards, and imagine fresh plot ideas while playing the protagonist game. This sounds amazing. This almost sounds like Cluedo, but you're writing. Cluedo, you never know who's going to murder someone. This is actually really good. I'm not going to open it now, but I will definitely open this and show you on my Instagram. Probably I will do it for Instagram TV, IGTV, and how this will work. This is actually a nice thing, not only to work as a writer, but when you have friends that write as well, or that are interested in writing, why not gather everyone and try like a huge lunch dinner sleepover playing this. This is actually really, really nice. Time to try this one. And here we have, last but not least, a bag, like a laptop bag. So let me just show you. Oh, nice. From Milliken. So you can travel with all your things, laptop, put all your stuff here. Tablet, sometimes I travel with my tablet instead of the laptop. And yeah, have space here to put your pens and everything. This is a really nice bag. I know someone from my home will try to steal it. Really, really nice. And you have a place here to put your bottle. And yeah, pretty much is it. So you have your bag, you have your writer's toolbox, you have 3 books, you have the dictionary, you have some ideas on why I write, and good old Stephen King on writing with some tips. You have 3 moleskins for you to write. you have your pen and pencil, you have your post-its, each block of it, and you have your data traveler. So this is it. This little one is what I'm going to start writing straight away. And I'm actually very, very happy with this. And I do have a book ongoing, but I'm kind of stuck on it. It happens, it will always happen. And maybe with this tool boy, I can pass that blockage on, and with some tips on those books. So I think that pretty much is this video, and now I'm going to my Moleskine, read a little bit on what I have written for my characters, and start working on my new book. I will leave you the link below for this box from Kitcentric, and I will leave you a link for, well, my books if you want to give it a read. And I think pretty much this is, and I'm dying to start again to pass on my blockage and start writing again as I was doing. But don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up and a like on this video, and if you have any questions, please leave me a question below on the comments box, and see you next time.